Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, in this video, I'm going to explain you everything about JDBC. What is JDBC, why it is used, where it is used, everything I'm going to explain you, and that too in just 10 minutes. So do watch the video till end guys, and let's get started. So first of all guys, the full form of JDBC is Java Database Connectivity. Before going what it is, let me explain you one scenario. So suppose you want to create a application in Java, and that application is e-commerce application. You are a developer, you are a student, you want to create a system which can have option like where customer can place a order, and customer can add product to a cart, customer can delete a product, and customer can see details of product, everything you want to do. So now just imagine, if you want to hold all this critical kind of data, will you be using variable? So the answer is of course no, because variable value vanishes once your program is closed, right? And then comes what, another option like files. So whether you will be storing all this critical data in your file, so again the answer is no, because managing files like text file and all this file becomes very difficult when data is very large. So the best solution for this is what, databases. So now your Java application wants to connect to database, your Java application wants to send query to databases, like you know, if you know SQL, so in SQL you have written query. Through that what you do, you insert a record, you update a record, you delete a record, you view the records, right? So now same your Java application wants to do, but Java knows only Java language, it does not know SQL language. SQL does not know Java language. So how they will communicate now? So we have what, JDBC. So what is JDBC? JDBC is nothing but a bridge between Java program and your SQL or a databases. Okay, suppose I'm going to some different country, for example I'm going to China or Japan, and I don't know Japanese language or Chinese language, I speak in Hindi or English. So what I will do, I will hire a translator who will convert my language for them and their language for me, right? So same way we have what, JDBC, which act as a bridge or which act as a translator, which is going to convert Java call into SQL call, and again the result of SQL is again going to convert it into Java. Okay, so hence I am always calling JDBC as what, bridge. Okay, so it is a middleware, we can say. If you want to create any banking application or you want to create any admission kind of system, so in banking application, for example, you want to store customer records, you want to store transaction of customers, everything you want to store. So for that again you require Java JDBC for storing your data into your databases and fetching and doing all the transaction. Suppose organization or institutions are there who want to store their data, students data, application fees, examination, everything, all this type of detail. So they can go for what, they can again go for Java and JDBC. Same way we have other application, e-commerce type of application, reservation type, for example ticket booking system, railway ticket or air flight ticket booking, all this type of reservation system we can create using JDBC. So these are the scenario where you can use what, your JDBC. JDBC is a API. So now let me just tell you what is API, application programming interface. So in short, it is nothing but a library which will have collection of classes and interfaces. Ready-made classes will be there, you can use it. Okay, so like if you go any hotel and if you order something, so if waiter brings dishes for you, the waiter decorates it nicely, you just eat it, right? So same way we have API, they are available ready made, you just need to use it the way you want. So JDBC is having lots of classes. All that classes you can use for inserting your data, for deleting your data, for updating your data, for fetching your data, as well as if you want to perform some complex operations such as transactions where you need batch updation and all that thing. So that also can be done through JDBC. So through simple API, which is having lots of classes, interfaces and exception, you can handle all your databases, whether you have huge database or small database. All database you can handle without any problem. Okay, my tutorial, what I have planned, like in this video, this is just an introduction to JDBC. In my next video, I'm going to tell you different components of JDBC in detail. What are the classes which will be using while making the project in JDBC? So that is going to be my next video. Next video, I will be showing you setup, like what tools I will be using for implementing JDBC application. So I have planned I will be using Eclipse IDE and MySQL databases. You can use VS Code also or other IDE, and databases also you can change. You can have other kind of databases like Postgres database or Oracle database or Microsoft SQL Server database, SQLite, any kind of databases you can use, guys. So after that, I will be showing you how to connect to your databases, how to insert record to your table, delete, update, how to navigate like first, next, last, previous. That part I'm going to show you how to fetch the data and show into a grid format and all that thing. I will also be covering like how to add images, how to retrieve images in the databases. So entire topic I'm going to cover. So guys, stay tuned to my channel if you are coming first time. So now let's continue with the topic. So I was discussing like where this JDBC is used. So different areas of application are there, like banking application, admission, travel, ERP system, where a company stores what their organization employee details, their salary, their leaves, everything. So for that also you can use JDBC. So wherever you want to store data and you want to perform something on that, some processing on that, so for managing the data and storing the data, if you have that requirement, you can definitely use JDBC. And guys, JDBC you can use with other Java technology also, like you can use with Hibernate, you can use with Spring Boot, you can use with JSP, Solid. So many technology we are having in Java, you can use it. So once you know this JDBC, you can use it anywhere, right? So now let's come to the next part of JDBC components. So in JDBC, we have around 4 to 5 important components. The first component we have is a driver manager. So depending on your databases, you need to use the driver. So in my upcoming video, I will be telling you what is the driver. Okay, so driver and driver manager, then connection component is there. See, you have a database on your system, you may have multiple type of databases installed. On which database you are connecting, so that we can decide through connection classes. Then we have statement and prepared statement. Through that we can execute our queries, right? And then we have SQL exception classes, we can use it for handling exceptions of SQL. And now let's come to the last part of JDBC, that is what are the advantage of JDBC. So the first advantage, since it is in Java, guys, so it is platform independent. Second advantage is what? Security, because we are using prepared statements, so there is no problem of SQL injection. Third advantage, guys, you can connect with any framework like Hibernate, Spring Boot. So that is the third advantage. Again, next is what? You can create dynamic kind of programming or dynamic UI using this. So many advantages we are having of using this JDBC. So guys, I hope you understood what is this JDBC concept. I have tried to explain it in a simple word. In my upcoming video, we will go in detail what are the different components of JDBC and what are the different types of driver, that we will be covering in my next video. So guys, guys, if you really like this video, do hit on like button, and if you have any query, you can post in comment box, or you can send me on my IG also. All my social media link I have given in description box. And guys, share my video as much as possible. And guys, very important for me is your subscription. For creating such kind of video, it takes lot of time, so I hope you really understand that. And if you are new to my channel, do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive further notifications from my channel. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.